Okay, so top five hedgies, dead or alive. Registria, I can get the goons on the line as guest speakers. You want them? You want me to get them? I'll get them right on the line, baby. Top five. Top five. All right, let me see here. I'm gonna need a quant. So let me get Simons. But Simons is more of a manager than a quant, so I don't know if I want Simons. If I'm talking about five guys in a room, like that's it? That's the squad? It's a different team, B. DMX. No, I don't think you're gonna get. I wouldn't get Simons. Maybe I probably would get David Shaw out of retirement. Okay, yeah, I'm getting Buffett, no doubt, off the rip, off the muscle, getting Buffett. That's pick number one, no doubt. David Shaw is top five, dead or alive. Dylan, 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 Dylan. Let me look at my list. I got some legends. Hell yeah, RJR. D Shaw is a market maker. They act like a market maker. They act like a market maker. Okay, let me see here. It's dead or alive. Okay, just to be clear, it's dead or alive. Okay. Who am I picking? Okay. I think you got to have Stevie in there, right? So I got Stevie, Warren Buffett, David Shaw, Steve Cohen. Do we put Bernie Madoff in there? No. I think Stevie handles all the trading, so I don't need Michael Steinhardt. I don't need anybody like that. I don't think you want Julian either. See, that's the same reason you don't want Julian Robertson is the same reason you don't want um, Jim Simons. They're more managers. I got Steve Cohen, so I don't need Balyazny. Okay, so I got Buffett. I got Stevie. Stevie's like raw talent trader. I got my quant, David Shaw. See, I don't need a Tiger Cub now because I got Buffett, right? It's the same fucking shit. I need a short seller though. So I might need a Tiger Cub. I might swap Buffett out. I don't know. I might swap Buffett out. I hate to say it. I put him on the bench. I might put him on the bench, man. I'm swapping Buffett out for Steve Mandel. I'm swapping Buffett out. Top five, dead or alive. Who else? Yeah, I'm swapping out Buffett. Fuck it. With Mandel, you get most of Buffett, but you get short selling too. I mean, David Shaw covers all the quant, market making, etc. You know, we're good. Chris Hone, you're covered with Steve Mandel. Mandel gives you value. Stevie gives you the trading. Shaw gives you the quant. Ooh, Tepper. Tepper's good. I might throw Tepper in the mix. Yeah, you know what? I think you needed either Drucker or Soros. You're right. Because you need a macro guy. Stevie's got a little bit of macro guy. Yeah, but I think you can get Druck. Who's a better macro guy? Is there a better macro guy? Because Soros was, I mean, I know who a bunch of guys who worked for Soros early on. Okay, let's get a short list. So Ken Griffin. So I guess you need a manager, right? Because these egos are just not gonna fucking work together. Yeah, Ken Griffin, maybe as a manager. You got Warren Buffett as a sage, but he's the value investor. Well, I guess this is supposed to be hedgies, not PE, right? So, but Buffett brings you the PE skill. So that's something to think about. Paul Singer, again, you're talking about value, PE, some ARB. Yeah, and some activist. Ooh, Paul Singer's that's kind of fire. What is wrong with my computer? Ken Griffin and Izzy, I would put in like kind of the same situation. So maybe you want Izzy as a manager. Chris Hone, but you got a value guy in Chris Hone. I don't know that we need more value guys. Oh, here's a good wild card. Philippe Lafont as a kind of stock picker, not a value guy, but like a ace in the hole stock picker. The problem is you already have Mendel as the stock jock. I don't think you got Paul Tudor Jones because you got Steve Cohen. It's the same shit. Trading whiz. Same thing with George Soros. You got trading whizzes or a dime a dozen. Might as well just take Stevie. They're not a dime a dozen, by the way, right? Yeah, quant bros, you got hundreds of them. I don't think you want Jim Simons because he was more of a manager than a quant bro. You also got Chase Coleman theoretically as a hotshot stock picker. Cliff as a quant, Cliff Asness. There's a guy who I'm going to mention as letter X. I can't say his name, but he would be a stock picker. He works for one of the guys on this list. Jeff Yass as well in the quant/manager section. And then I'll just put Jane Street for JS, Tim Reynolds, and a few other guys there. And then Seth Klarman over here, similar to Chris Hone. Seth Klarman, Warren Buffett, Chris Hone, all the same shit. You know, this is all the same guy. You don't even need, and you get it in Mandel. I don't think you don't want overlap. You know, what do you get? Two value guys are going to have the same fucking opinion every time. It's like having 5 Tiger Cubs. We all like Visa and MasterCard. Same thing with traders, right? Bally Azany, Paul Tudor Jones, George Soros, Steve Cohen. They're all great traders. Even Steve Schoenfeld, arguably. Maybe you got hot stock pickers. You could also do Bill Ackman here. So stock picker, like bottoms up analyst, Chase Coleman, Philippe Lafont, Bill Ackman, and my guy X, letter X. I won't mention. Oh, okay, and Baker. Let's put Baker Brothers here too. Fuck it. Third point, maybe Dan Loeb goes here too. Traders, Louis Bacon maybe goes here, or Macro maybe. Okay, I think it's David Tepper, man. Best overall pick. He brings you debt. I would go with Tepper. There's some other guys that are definitely honorable mentions. I mean, you know what another guy would be? Would be fucking Bruce Kovner, man. Bruce Kovner would be almost like probably as good as Druckenmiller. Trying to think. Chris Shumway, stock picker. Although Chris Shumway is a manager too. Or manager maybe. Oh, Leon Levy, Jack Nash. All some old school guys. Raj Ratnam for the flow. Bill Lang was not bad. You got Michael Steinhardt, definitely on the trader. The OG. T. Boone Pickens for the craziness. Eddie Lampert. You know, Dan Benton, stock picker. Art Sandberg. A lot of legends, man. A lot of legends. A lot of Hall of Famers. A lot of Hall of Famers. Ed Thorpe. Larry Bowman. Yeah, I think I got them all. Richard Rainwater, there you go. Okay, so Ken Griffin, Izzy as managers. I don't think we need a manager, right? Warren Buffett, Chris Holm, Seth Klarman. It's hard to pass up on any of these names. And then Paul Singer. These are like just great names of investing. Okay. Stock pickers. There's a lot, man. There's a lot of good stock pickers.